Okay, hello again, people. Sorry it's been a while again since my video. Stuff been busy. Lots and lots of school. Anyway, okay. Now, as before, the show I'll be reviewing this time is called Assassination Classroom, or Ansatsu Kyoshitsu. Oh, and also, as usual, I want to write something on this anime. There may be some cursing, and there may be some spoilers. So, with that in mind, let's continue moving on. So, okay. First off, this is as of this moment, a 22 episode anime that ran from January 10th, 2015 to June 20th, 2015. I mean, there's also a couple specials, but they're kind of really just there. And I just learned right now, a moment ago, that there is going to be a second season coming in January 2016. So when after that season, so sometime roughly about a year from now, I'll be reviewing this again for the second season. And I'm gonna have to figure out how exactly to fit that in here. I'm gonna have to do that with my review I'm coming up later called Grisai. Because since I did my review of Grisai, they had another season come out. So I need to work that in there somehow. But anyway, without further ado, time for Ansatsu Kyoshitsu, or Assassination Classroom. So, time for the synopsis. A humorous and action-packed story about a class of misfits who are trying to kill their new teacher, an alien octopus with bizarre powers and super strength. The teacher has just destroyed the moon and is threatening to destroy the Earth, unless his students can destroy him first. What makes things more complicated is the fact that he's the best teacher they've ever had. Now, that's a pretty good synopsis of this. He doesn't destroy the entire moon, just 70% of the moon. So, it's in a permanent crescent moon now. There's no longer any full moon. Anyway, despite that, this is a comedy anime. It's action, comedy, school, and shonen. It's not a dark show, really, per se. Other than probably the fact, if you want to take out of it, that they're trying to assassinate their teacher. But even they acted it out as not being that dark. And I honestly thought they could have wrapped up this entire thing in just the one season. And I didn't know they were going to make a second one until just now. Because, I thought about it this way, why would you show them actually assassinating their teacher? I don't know how the series ends. I've not read the manga. It's why would you okay, they ended this before they actually do this. You don't want to show that in an actual TV show. Yeah. We have shows nowadays that are more violent. But still, I hadn't thought that way. Then the second season comes along, I hear about. So it's okay, something's going on. Anyway, moving along. So yeah, he becomes their teacher in this class of Class E, which is Band of Misfits. This school system they have, right? This school is a private school that's really special. The way is if you do good, if your grades fail or stuff happens or whatever, you get sent to the E class, which is the low class, lowest class. They get the worst of everything. They are looked down upon by other classes. It's that kind of class, which he becomes the teacher of. And he's, as the thing says, their best teacher. But they also have to assassinate him. Throughout the show, he helps them with life problems. He helps rescue them. He actually teaches them and does stuff with them. You connect with him as a person, as an octopus such person. He connects with his students. They like him. He travels at supersonic speeds. There's one episode later on where he takes like two of the students to America via flying supersonic speeds to get there. And he takes them to see a movie, and the entire time he's sitting there translating it into their ear. He is sitting there actually being the best teacher in the world. And he's doing it individually for each person too. Okay, I'm getting a little off track here now, but we get my point now. And this is just kind of like a whole. As of now, I think it's kind of like just a whole bunch where I'm doing kind of random episodic things. Well, not episodic, but like kind of like just random things. And I'm actually kind of doing certain things and trying to kill their assassinated teacher while they're at it. Which they're not real knives and guns that they're using. But they're like special knives and guns that are like plastic, but they're made out of plastic that can actually hurt him. So it's actually non-lethal to other humans, but they're still getting trained as assassins. This entire class is. So it's like, what, 30-something kids? Yeah, like in the octopus guy, the teacher, he's got some kind of past too, which really hint that kind of at the series. Like, apparently he might have been human at some point, and he maybe had a lover, but due to something, the lover died, and he transformed into this octopus guy. And for some reason, his lover wanted her to teach these kids in this class E. I don't quite know what's going on. I'm assuming now that we have the second season announced that we are going to get into more of his backstory, because there was kind of like randomly throughout the series they would this first season they would show clips, kind of like short little clips like into his backstory. It's like something's going on here, something big and deeper. Like, I don't know, but anyway. Yeah, there's not really as much of a plot for this other than them trying to assassinate their teacher. I mean, honestly, you don't really need much of a plot either, but more than that. Like I said, they just kind of do like they take a school trip and they try to set up good points where they can try to assassinate him. Yeah, have I mentioned that he's like incredibly fast? Like later on in the series, he's able to they show him creating like after images of himself for each of the students as he teaches them individually. He does that. I mean, he travels to China just to get during break time, just to get like certain characters, and he's back before the end of break. He's that freaking fast. But yeah, I mean, like, they do this. Like, there's not really much else to discuss. I mean, students. He said he destroyed the moon for some reason or other. He said he's going to destroy the Earth in a year's time unless the students of this class kill him. Which, for some reason, he was told to take over teaching them. So, like, I do not know what's going on with the show. I have not read the manga, other than what the first season has told me. So, and to be honest, anyway, they could have probably fine-tuned the first season a bit to have that bit more of a plot line and kind of make things run together a little more smoothly. Because they kind of jump kind of all over the place kind of thing. Just kind of doing random. Because like, they didn't have a particular mindset, I guess you would say. They kind of like, okay, here's this little thing. Okay, we finished them trying to do this version of assassinating him. Let's go on to the next. If that makes any sense. Yeah, they kind of needed to like fine-tune it for more. They needed more of a plot direction, I guess. I guess the plot to assassinate him in 1 year's time, within a year's time, with kind of a too broad of a plot to work with, so they kind of just had to do kind of certain things. But all in all, it's a good show, and I do recommend it. Like I give it, I guess I give it about an 8. Like I liked it, but at the same time, it wasn't entirely my kind of thing. It was funny. It was that their school situation kind of pissed me off, but that's just me. But anyway, I guess. Let's see, anything else I need to do? Okay, there's that. Okay, so I guess I'll end this review here. But yeah, as I said, 8 stars. It's a good one. You'll enjoy it. It just wasn't entirely my thing, and it needed more of a plot direction, in my opinion. But that's just me. It's still funny. It's still pretty funny. But without further ado, I shall end this review, and I shall begin my next review. Well, let me phrase that. My next review will be over the anime Show by Rock. That's another one that kind of aired spring to early summer, midsummer. Yeah, I got a little behind like due to work and then school, but I'm catching up. Like I'm almost at some point. I'm working my way through it. I rewatch some shows too. But anyway, yeah. Next one, Show by Rock. I shall see you in that next video. I'm gonna try to do that one tomorrow night. Well, it's 12:28 right now, but later I will try. See, that'll depend on what all I have to do, because. But anyway, stuff's going good. I shall see you next time. Until then, sayonara.